Good evening and welcome to the Candid Connections live podcast where we dive into everything from life, love, and relationships. Real talk, no filters. I'm one of your hosts, Tiffany.
I'm your host, Janelle Lene.
And I'm your host, Gaynell Lachey.
I'm one of your male guest residents, Carl Wade, give you that real male perspective.
And I'm Rudolph, the red-nosed rain bill.
But before we get started, I would like to put out a disclaimer. We are not certified relationship experts. We're just a group of friends that like to talk about relationships and life and everything else. So let's get candid.
Do want to hear your perspective as well, though. So please comment in the chat.
All right. So today's topic is friendships, true friendships. So before we start that, let's all discuss on how we became friends. Who want to go first?
I met Janelle and Gaynell, I believe, like in the third grade. Me and Janelle were in the third grade at Manchester Elementary. So y'all know that was a long time ago. 1900 and something. And then moving forward, I met Carl sixth grade at Lincoln Middle. I want to say we were like in the same classes. Carl, correct me if I'm wrong, but it was Miss Sasser and Miss Lindley, I think their
Lily
names
and
were.
Sasser. Lily
Yes.
and Sasser.
And then Billy, I met him, I want to say freshman year at East. And then we all went to East. So we were all class of 95. So there's that. So if anybody else wants to share how they met each other or give some type of fun story, let's do it.
I'll go. Well, of course, I met Gaynell in the womb. That's given. Tiffany, we was in the same class in grade school, of course. And Billy and Carl, we met at East, but I don't remember how we actually met. Was we in a class together? But anyway, we just all became really great friends.
Yeah, I don't remember Tiffany in elementary for some reason, but I do remember her.
That's because she was in my class.
What'd you say, Janelle?
Because we was in class together.
Yeah, we were in class together. And I knew she had a twin.
We wasn't in class together, but of course at East. And I remember meeting Billy and it was what class was that? It was an industrial class where we did sawing and sanding and stuff. So I met him. And then Carl, I think I met him I was in class and he was in the hallway acting a fool. I think that's how I met him.
Acting
Leave it to Carl.
Yeah. He was very silly.
I was in the top 10
Of what?
of the class.
You were.
So naturally, we all met at East High School. I think one of the finest classes to ever come out of East High School, at least in the last 50 years, as far as I'm concerned. And I'll just talk about a couple memories with all instead of the particular time that we met. So with the twins, I think it was getting close to their birthday, May 3rd. Just kidding, May 4th. And they were having a party down at Parade Park. And my grandma was like, listen, bro, I ain't taking you nowhere unless I go meet the people. So, grandma escorts me down and walks me into the party. And it was quite embarrassing. But I got a chance to hang out. So that was very, very good. I was excited about that. So naturally, one of my favorite memories with Tiffany is with her trying to hook me up with one of her best friends. Uh-oh.
Try.
Then she said,
True story. One of the so she was in the gift of giving, and I'm thankful for a great life experience with that. And then Carl, one of my homeboys, like from all the way back. I mean, I think Carl, you came in what, sophomore year?
Sophomore year, came to East.
Yeah. So were you like trying out for the junior varsity football team?
Yes.
Okay, so that's my first memory of Carl. Now I played varsity all 4 years. And I was like, man, some of my teammates that weren't on varsity, I was like, not that I didn't want to leave varsity, but I wanted to play with them sometimes. And then naturally we became really, really close. I got into a world of great life experiences together, and I wouldn't change it for the world. All four of you all, I'm very glad that you're in my life. Thank you all so much.
Now for me, I've known Tiffany the longest, like she said. Sixth grade, Lincoln Middle. Lincoln Middle was the foundation. I know I went to Wendell Phillips Elementary School, but the foundation was Lincoln Middle. To all my peoples who went to Lincoln Middle, shout out to y'all. 3 years, 6th, 7th, to 8th grade. So I'm thinking, everybody at Lincoln Middle is going to Lincoln Prep. Plus, that was the pathway. So I was naturally going to Lincoln Prep. Lincoln Prep was a big school. I didn't know anybody the first week. So I signed myself out the first week. And I began to go to Lincoln and started to love Lincoln and forgot I signed myself out. The summer came, I got a letter that said, now you go to East. I said, no, I don't. I said, I love Lincoln. I said, I love Lincoln. So the first day of school, I went to Lincoln, went to the principal office, Miss Luss. I said, I did it. I signed my mama's name. She said, well, you have to live with it and you have to go to East tomorrow. So I went to East, met these people, and I know Billy from sports. I played basketball, football. We bonded. I was cool with everybody. Me and Billy even went to college together afterwards at Mo West.
Well,
I
we
All
went
remember
of us
to,
did.
yeah, like, didn't
All of us
yeah.
went to
Mo West. I'm gonna say Janelle and Gaynell also went there as well. I remember in high school one time, Janelle, was you? Because I love me some R. Kelly and his music, and he had Let's Chill came out, and I asked them to write the whole song down for me, and they did. Do you remember that?
Yep.
Let's Chill, wasn't that Guy?
That's Guy.
Well, Guy. It was
That was
Guy. It was Guy.
Yeah.
It was Guy. It was Guy. It was Let's Chill Guy. I remember you wrote it. You wrote it out for me. So yeah, I have had some good times with
Yes,
you
we didn't
guys.
have Google. We didn't have Google and lyrics. We had to do this work all on our own.
So
Listen,
Carl,
when you went in there and said, I signed my mom's permission slip, that was the nail in the coffin. They was like, we definitely having you here, sir.
you remember our drama classes?
As a fun fact, I'll give you guys a fun fact about something that went down in East. Y'all know that I was in ROTC, and that was like, for whatever reason, that was my jam. And at East, I don't know why. I do know why. We was hard workers, but we could not be beat in ROTC. Like, no matter what we did, everywhere we went, we took home the first place trophy. Down to we went to nationals. I didn't even know that was a thing. And it was in Indianapolis, Indiana. And we took second place. Now we're this inner city high school in Kansas City, Missouri. And we took second place behind a school that was actually a military school. So we took second place as being one of the best in the nation. And then we came back and we had something called Field Day. And Northeast High School, their magnet was military magnet. And so we knew that they had the actual military helping them. So we knew that, there was probably going to be no way that we can beat them. And it's kind of one of those things where you do these drill downs and the military will come in and count each school out. So you go up against one school goes up against another school. So what happened was we low key, I won't say what happened because it might still be illegal. I don't know. But somebody went and filmed their routine, their last routine, because you had to do all these routines in case you get to the end. So it got to the point where y'all know East and Northeast, that was our rival. So we winded up learning their full routine and put like a little spin on it. And so when we went up against them, we had to go first. East had to go first because they had more points. So we knew what they were going to do because they didn't do it. So we did it first and put our spin on it. So it looked like when they went behind us, they copied us. They were like so ticked off. They were like so ready to. So anyway, that's always a fun story. And we
Carl,
took first place from their routine. So all you Northeasters, all you Vikings.
Do you remember our drama classes?
You said what? What'd you say?
Carl, do you remember our drama classes?
Drawing classes? Was it
Yes.
Mr. Malott? Yes, I do.
Miss
Campbell?
Miss Campbell.
Yeah.
That's also me and Tiffany was in the same class. We did poetry
Yes.
and played.
I know ROTC. I went one day. I went to ROTC class one day and was out. That was not for me.
Why
I'm going to go to the military when I left high school. That was my big thing is I'm going to graduate from high school and go to the military. However, I went to go sign up and I found out in medical that I was pregnant. So that's that.
Who knew?
So while we're joining here about friendships, we all know how we all met. So what is your true meaning or definition? What do you think a true friend is? Well, I would say a true friend is someone that's going to hold you accountable, someone that's going to always have your back no matter what, someone that's going to be there for you when we need it, and also someone that's going to stand up for you even when they're not around.
Girl, that sounds like a Webster Dictionary version. Girl, you did that.
That is Janelle's version. What should you think is a true friend, Carl?
Well, your Webster Dictionary version kind of hit hit on the nail. A friend that doesn't have to always be around. You know, a friend can is a person you can definitely count on. Non-judgmental. I think that's very important. You know, you can tell your friend your secrets, and they don't judge you. They ride for you. They tell you when you're wrong. You know, they call you out. A true friend is someone who's down for you. You can have a conflict with this person, and that conflict doesn't stop the friendship. That's my views and points.
I was gonna say now I will ride for you and I will tell you when you're wrong. But I'm gonna ride if you're doing wrong in public, I'm gonna ride with you, but behind closed doors, I'm gonna tell you you're wrong.
Conversation.
That's exactly.
I think true friendship is unconditional through highs and lows of life. You know what I mean? And you know, honest advice and celebrates both your wins, and they comfort you when you're down. You know, through this thing called life, we have some experiences on both sides. And another key word, which I think we talked about early in relationship, you know, because friendships are relationships as well. We talked about the key word for men being loyalty. And without a shadow of a doubt, I can trust everyone on this panel for being able to talk to you guys about whatever. And because of our loyalty to one another, I don't flinch or feel uncomfortable knowing that what I shared was in a safe place, and being able to get advice and give advice and back and forth.
I think I'm piggyback a little bit off Janelle and say that I feel like a true friendship is when you are able to hold each other accountable. When you are able to also have real conversations, no judgment, and loyalty as well, but also friends that you pour into and y'all pour into each other. And very thing is support. Like your friendship supports you no matter what, even whatever your decisions you do, if you're on a path of entrepreneurship or whatever it is, your true friend will support you regardless. Also, I feel like friendships, like say for instance, you don't talk to your friend every day, but y'all are friends because y'all have that relationship and y'all bond. So even if you don't talk to each other every day, when you talk to them, it's like you pick up from where y'all left it.
And I'm going to piggyback off of Gay now. I was actually going to say that. To me, a true friend is people that don't have to talk every single day. And it may be months that you don't talk. But when you get back to talking, it's like you never left off. And I think as I get older, for me, a true friend is just somebody who minds their own business. I will speak when spoken to. I try to be a vault. So I say I don't know a lot. I'm somebody that when you tell me something, probably most of the time I don't forgot what you said. I think that a true friend doesn't judge like what Carl said, is somebody that's not judgmental. And when I say mind your own business, if I see something that you're doing, of course, like Janelle said, I'm not gonna call you out in public. I may say something to you in private, but also now that we're older, if I see your mate doing something, if I see your boyfriend, husband, whatever, if they out doing whatever they doing, that's not on me to come back and tell you. That's none of my business. Staying out of people's relationship to me is a true friend.
Mm-hmm.
I was
Hit
like,
it,
I
gay.
don't know, because
Hit
I'm
it, gay.
telling everything.
Hit it, gay.
Listen, if
Hit it,
I
Janelle.
see somebody, I'm telling my friend, look, girl, this is what I seen.
Ooh.
Now, I can tell you, but it's up to you to do what you want to do with it. If I'm your true friend, your loyal friend.
And I get it. Y'all have not learned. See, I'm somebody, what's love got to do with it is one of my favorite movies. And what I learned is Tina friend got hit too. I hit Tina's friend too for not minding her own business. So I mind my own business. And a lot of times the reason why I don't say nothing is because you could tell your friend what you saw. Not all the time, but 9 times out of 10, Billy, 9 times out of 10, the friend will forgive her man. But then he still got an attitude with you because you said something. My thing is what's done in the dark will always come to the light. I'm not a relationship police. I'm not going to patrol your relationship. Now, like I said, I'm somebody that says, I don't know. So if you call me and say, girl, my man was doing X, Y, Z, I may have known for 2 months. I'll be like, what? Because I'm just not getting in that.
But see, your friend ain't supposed to tell
your friend, but they do.
They ain't supposed to tell who told.
They do, though.
But at the end of the day, I'm loyal to my friend. I'm not loyal to her man.
Loyal to my
So what are you saying, Tiffany? So Tiffany, so what you said. So if you saw, let's say we all have us who have significant others out here, and you see them doing some dirt, you wouldn't tell the twins, Billy or me?
Like if it was one of y'all and your significant other was out doing.
We're talking about true friendship.
Right.
She calling. No, she definitely saying something. She definitely. I don't. Wait. I'm going back with Carl. So you saying if my girl is out here for them streets, you not telling me?
Telling you.
Telling you, I'm gonna tell you.
Difference. If it's your girlfriend or if it's your boyfriend, yeah, I may be like, okay, watch out, whatever. But if it's like a husband or a wife and you live together and you got kids together, you got finances together, that's a slippery slope. And I just don't want to be in nobody's marriage like that. I don't want to be in nobody's relationship. I don't want to be in nobody's home like that.
I'm
I
pulling
just
up on you,
personally
Carl.
don't
Don't
want
worry
to be.
about
And
nothing.
I don't think I should be forced to
Don't worry about nothing.
You don't have to be forced to be, but
or asked to even do that. Like I'm somebody, if my man was cheating and I found out and my friend was like, oh yeah, I knew that. I can't even get mad because I wouldn't expect her to be in to put her in that situation. It's just a no for me. I just stay out of relationships.
but you don't think as a true friend that you should be at least warn your friend like this is what I saw, or give her like a heads up or just something. Because I
And
feel
you
like
said
as a
find your,
true friend, huh?
because she said she should mind her business. Your true friend that's your business too.
Not her relationship. Like I said, if it's a boyfriend or something that's expendable, like maybe in 2 or 3 months, maybe she'll have another boyfriend. Yeah, fine, whatever. I heard he beats women. But if it's like your husband and I seen him out cheating, yeah, I'm a mind my own business. Because here's the thing, is he really cheating? Like we don't know what people do when they go home. Maybe y'all swingers. Maybe you know that. Maybe that's what y'all into. Ain't on me to say nothing. No, I
Yeah, I'm
just mind
taking the
as I
information.
get
I'm
on.
running.
I don't know. I'm gonna
You stay out
tell.
of it.
You said what?
So what would y'all do,
So Bill,
fellas?
hold on. Before you even, I'm going to stick with Tiffany because this is kind of interesting. So if Billy, like just Billy just said, if he told you as his friend, we all friends, he said, okay, Tiffany, I'm telling you, you see my chick out, I need you to tell me, my girl, my wife, my whoever. Now, do you feel obligated to tell, or do you stay out of it? Still stay out of it.
No, I don't feel obligated to tell. I don't want to be in nobody's relationship like that. I just don't.
So
Yeah, I just
that's
want to
your
mind
friend
my own
language.
business.
I got you.
I just want to, but listen, all of my friends, and I have a friend that said she was going to get on here tonight. All of my friends know that about me. One thing they know about me is, and I'm very open about that, I am not getting in your relationship whatsoever. Not going to happen. Now, I'll be there once you find out. I'll be there for you, but I'm not going to be in it like that. I'm not going to be, ain't going to be no Tiffany said, mm-mm.
So fellas, in y'all scenario, what would y'all do?
Billy said he pulling up.
Would you? You on mute, Billy?
My bad. I was coughing. I'm definitely, I respect Tiffany's decision about how she would handle it. My spirit and core would be uncomfortable knowing that people I love don't know that they are in a situation that could potentially cause them harm. I don't know that I can sleep well at night. Like, let's say we travel a lot, Carl and I do, and I just happen to be traveling and he not traveling, and I happen to see his girl in another city with another dude. I'm not calling him. I'm just gonna fly to Kansas City and pull up on him because that's a conversation I believe that should be had. That's just me. And it's the same that goes with all of y'all too. Tiffany, if your husband in LA and you know what I'm saying, I'm not telling you.
So I have a question for Tiffany. So in a scenario, so say for instance, Billy, so he came to you with it. What would your response be? Would you be like, mind your business, or would you be like, don't come with me with that, or would you be thankful that he told you?
Just say thank you. And that's just that.
And I wouldn't drag
I
it out
guess
any further. Once I've shared the
I've
information, we're
learned
good.
in all my years that we all say we want to know. We all want our friends to tell us. But I have seen too many times where friendships are crumble because I said something, being that you told me to say something. Now you're mad at me because I said something. Because some sort of way
I
now,
think
I would
that's
consider as a true friendship then.
well,
right.
I
I
I
think
would
know.
that's
consider that a
two
real
different
friend.
levels.
What you mean? What you mean,
It's
Carl,
kind of
when you say
what Janelle was about to say. You're talking about two levels of friendship. You're talking about that, okay, we cool, but then there's that true friendship where I'm going to tell you regardless, but then but and again, I respect you say I'm stand on it regardless. You say I'm stand on it through the true friendship and through whoever I'm friends with.
yeah, I think that we say that. I think we all say that we want to know. And I think in that moment, you really do want to know. But and I'm not even saying me, I'm saying stepping out of myself and I'm looking at friends where that has happened to, where one friend told another friend and now they're no longer friends, but that friend who was told the information is still with that man. So what's the point of you even saying anything? It really just ruined your friendship.
Not necessary. If you're a real friend, if you're truly good friends, I don't think that information is going to ruin a friendship, because basically that's just a friend looking out for a friend. Now, we all know in several occasions that you can go tell your friend this, but what she does with the information is up to her or him. If she chooses to stay, then that's on her. I'm still going to be your friend regardless. But I'm just giving you information that I think you should be aware of.
Right.
But there's different types of levels of friendship too. But you just somebody that you just cool with, and whatever. But a real friend, a true friend, yeah, I'm telling you everything.
And I don't understand, why would she get mad at the friend that's telling? The friend is looking out for you. Why are you getting mad at your friend? You should be mad
Because
at this man.
Well, because as much as we say that, and I think we really, as women, I'll say this, I think we really, as women, want to believe that. We really want to believe that we are true friends and we're loyal friends, and I want to know for my friend, and I'm not going to get upset. But I don't know a better way to say this. But it's thicker than water, but cum is thicker than blood. That man can come back to that woman and say, well, your friend is jealous of you. Your friend just mad of our relationship. Your friend just, and next thing you know, you the bad guy. You the black sheep.
That's definitely
Wanted to
making the
know.
clip. That's definitely making the clip.
Next thing you know, you run around talking about how your friend is jealous. Your friend of 30 years is jealous of you. You got it, girl.
I'm gonna be honest. I ain't even never heard that one before.
I think, I think that doesn't happen. Especially with that true friendship, it goes with time and experience. With
Yeah.
that time and experience, you know the characteristics of that person. You know that it's not a jealousy thing. It's not a rivalry thing. That you want to see them succeed. They want to see you succeed. There's no hate between you. Feel it, and you know it. If you feel it, that's going on, but that's not a true friendship. That's that fake stuff that's going on. That's just getting y'all by, them fake smiles and fake grins. But that true friendship, you know how that person's going to react. You know their characteristics, and that he's not telling me nothing to hate on me, or he's not telling me nothing that's going. He's going to save my life. Not
Right.
going to damage me.
Looking out
You
for you.
understand that if I'm a true friend, I'm gonna help you before I hurt you.
I agree.
For sure.
And all that's now for women.
So I have a question.
All of that sounds
You-
good. I'm just keeping it real. All of that sounds good until that man gets in your ear. And next thing you know, like I said, your true friend who has been your friend for 30 years is all of a sudden jealous of me. All of a sudden, just don't let her be don't let her be single, and you're the one in the relationship. Oh, he gonna spin that all the way down to the ground. So yeah, I'll be here when you find out.
But
And
if she
you need
believe
somebody.
that, then
I sit
she's
up till
not a
2
true
o'clock in the morning
friend.
with.
Right, that's on her.
It's some ulterior things going on, and sometimes people will be around you and say to your friend just to see what you're doing, trying to make your move, trying to take your man, try to do whatever. And again, they're saying it at your friend, and you probably even thinking it, and they living it,
See,
but they
just
just
that
waiting for that
fast.
right
Carl said she
opportunity
might be trying to
to
take your
show it.
man. Just that fast.
We can't hear you, Tiffany.
You on mute, Tiffany.
You can't hear me?
There you go.
I said, can you guys hear me now?
Now we
Now
can.
again.
I was saying just that fast. Carl was like, well, it could be somebody with ulterior motives and trying to take your man. That's why I don't ever want
God
to be in
works
that
in
position.
mysterious ways.
She's been censored.
I don't
Right.
ever want to be.
That come thicker than blood is pretty much. I think you might be shut down for the rest of this call. Look, they even kicked her out.
I don't ever want to be put in a
Listen,
place
no
where
pun
somebody think,
intended.
because God forbid,
She's
I don't want your man.
coming back.
Reconnecting. Damn.
Okay, now what was you finna say?
What was the question?
But I can say I do have good core sets of friend groups that I call my friends, and people that are a listening ear that supports, and like we pour into each other, even with you all and my other friend groups. I can say that I have a good group of people who definitely look out for me and I look out for them, and that I can definitely call a friend. And I think we all need that in somebody that we can, even when going through hard times or good times or bad times, somebody that you can talk to and lean on and just be a listening ear. you may want to call and vent sometimes, and they're there to listen.
Mm-hmm.
I would say my true friends are considered my family. If I consider you my friend and I'm your true friend, then you're just considered family.
I was just going to say that because I call you guys my brother and my sisters, and there's other best friends and family that I call my brothers and my sisters because they are true friends. You know, they're beyond that friend connection. It goes higher. I can call on them. I can count on them. So yes, they are my sisters. They are my brothers, and we know that. And again, we don't even have to see each other, but when it's like that and we see each other, they know it's like that. And that's my sis and that's my bro for life. And they know who they are.
Remember that.
Do y'all think that you have friends in different categories?
Absolutely.
Explain.
Name some
So, for
categories.
instance, you have this friend that you would tell certain stuff to. This friend is just for this. Maybe y'all go hang out or go out to eat, like stuff like that, like a different category. You can't tell everybody your business, but you can tell this one friend your business per se.
Yes, and that's why I say friends are in categories, and sometimes you have true friends that are categorized. And even with your true friends, sometimes it's not okay to tell them certain things because you know they can't handle that. So I just think that sometimes it's best to just with certain information, hold it.
Here's the thing. There's always a thing. You should always look at it. Is Tiffany froze?
No,
Her picture's froze. But here's the thing. There should always be at least one or two persons that you should be able to tell everything to. Everything. Someone should know all your little dirty little secrets and know just how mannish
How raunchy you can get.
raunchy you can get. Yeah, there should always be one or two people that you tell everything, that you should be able to tell everything. And
And
then
be
again,
comfortable, no judgment.
they're not judgmental.
Safe
I
place.
agree.
thing too though, if you're gonna be a friend like me, anybody out there that's gonna be a friend like me that's not gonna say anything, because I'm not gonna say anything. But that means you hold the responsibility to not say anything to anybody. So if you
Right.
have a friend that you know is out or whose woman is out cheating, you know you're not gonna tell that person, you don't tell anybody else either. You literally don't say anything. So even if I knew your man or woman was out cheating and I'm like, what? Because I'm not saying anything to anybody, you would never know if I knew. Because I keep all of that to myself. Now, if your man or woman is a known abuser and maybe you didn't know, now I ain't gonna let you get busted upside your head. I'm gonna say, now you know he busted the last girl upside her head, but go off. I mean, I'm gonna say that. But if there's some other person in your relationship, not for me.
You done been through it.
Okay.
You ain't got to worry about me. I'm telling, girl, this is what I saw. But you also got to know the level of your friendships too, because
Right.
some friends, they don't care, they don't give a damn. But some friends, you really truly care about your opinion and what you tell them.
Yeah, I guess I've seen it to where you tell your friend and now she can't even hang out with you no more because some sort of way, you're the bad guy. So,
Well, do you really consider that person to be like
I'm like, I don't
like
think
you
they're
don't
a
know
friend.
until
the
though.
true friend?
you don't know those types of things until they happen. And then it's like, oh, okay, maybe we did consider each other true friends, but you don't know until certain things happen. And then the true friendship gets tested, and then it comes out whether or not they're a true friend. Once
Yeah,
that
you
friendship
said the
has been
keyword.
tested.
Yeah,
You
you
said
said the
what?
keyword test. You said the keyword tested.
So, do anybody on this call have their one true friend that they just talk to every day and they can tell everything to?
Every day. Nobody talking about every day.
What in the world?
I remember I got true friends, and my true friend, I ain't gotta talk to them every day,
We ain't got time to talk to each other every day.
Right.
People got schedules.
I think we've been so consistent because again, we started, like we said, at East High School, 10th grade, and we stayed connected, we stayed communicated, we knew what was going on in each other's lives. We hung out, we
Fell
vished
off,
together,
got back together.
and we became the Fab Five.
I got
Started
5
the
on it.
entertainment promotional company together doing the podcast. So we're doing is what we're doing is we have conversations with each other. We're bringing it to life for everybody else to hear. And we celebrate and we kick it together to bring that energy to everybody. That's what friends do.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
what
so
we do.
those that don't know, that's actually how we got Candid Connections started. We just had simple phone calls, just talk about relationships, talks about everything to go into hours. And then like, why don't we could just do a podcast?
Yeah, let's get online and
But
talk about it.
even with that though, our conversations are so different when the cameras aren't rolling. Sometimes I wish the cameras were
Yeah.
rolling so we can see the real.
Right.
I said
Filter
we
version.
need to do a Candid Connection that uncut.
After dark.
After dark.
Let's see.
Yeah. Gotta be
We
one of
gotta-
those paid subscription things because we'll get blocked on everything.
Right.
Because we can go deeper into those topics of that's very controversial.
And
know what's-
later on we'll go deeper into why I say what I say. We just ain't gonna say it right now.
Yeah, and we've had some, I think, some comments from some amazing guests even share that, it's okay to go deeper because, they probably want to go deeper too. And it's all right. So speaking of guests, do we have anybody on our chat on any of the platforms? If you're on Facebook or YouTube, come over to Riverside. And if you're in the chat and you have anything that you want to share about friendships, this would be a great opportunity for you.
Or even let us know what type of friend you are.
And please understand that we are not professionals. We are just sitting here as friends talking about what we would or wouldn't do. If you know you are a true friend, stay that way. Don't be like me and keep everything to yourself. Or if you know your friend can't take it, don't be like them and running your friendship in the ground by saying your man did XYZ. Know who your friends are.
That part. Yeah, you definitely gotta know who your friends are. Know who you can trust.
And here's the thing, you have to trust that person to be that person. You can't make, just like in a relationship, you can't make it up. You can't make them be who they want to be. You have to trust them to be that person.
Yeah, I think that because I have a friend that puts friends in categories. So I think was it Janelle or Gaynell that said, "Do you have category friends?" I have a friend that literally says it. One of her friends is her friend when she wants to be right. She's like, when I want to be right and I don't want anybody to call me out, I call this friend. But when I need somebody to call me out and say, "Fred, you're wrong," I call this friend. When I want to kick it and hang out and go and have a good time, I call this friend. So I think that I don't know about how guys do it, but I think as women, we do have those friends that in any particular moment, you know which friend to call.
I think same but different with fellas. You kick it with your friend in the space and category that they kick it in.
Mm-hmm.
Like Billy said, we travel, so I know I can call Billy and be like, "Hey, let's hit Miami, let's hit Vegas." And then there's other friends who do other things, and I can do that category.
Yeah.
Yeah, because everybody got different personalities, so you know what friend is gonna be down for what.
Have you guys ever stayed in a friendship too long, or what does it mean to you when you know the friendship is no longer serving you, and how do you deal with that?
Well, I personally for instance, me and I had a friend that we were close in high school and after high school, but it comes to a point where when you're the only person who's reaching out and that person is not reaching out, I'm not gonna continue to reach out if you're not reaching out. And at that point, it is like I'll see you when I see you if we run into each other, but I'm not reaching out.
Yeah. I think too, you have to think about it when you have a friend that every time they call, you're rolling your eyes like, "Oh, this person again." You have to think like, are we just friends? Are we friends for the historical purpose of it because we've been friends for so long, or are we friends because you really do motivate me? Like at my point, to me right now in my stage of life, if you're not motivating me, if I'm not wanting to be a better person because we're friends, what are we doing? I need friends I want to push my friends, and I need friends to push me. I want to see that you're doing good, and that drives me to do good. If you're still in them high school days, I can't.
I have a best friend from elementary school, Ronell Jameson, calls me every blue moon, wishes me good luck, well wishes. Yeah. We get together every so often, but I know that ever since elementary school, it's been the same, and we made each other who we are, and different other friends like that who I don't see every so often just kind of keeps me in a place where, hey, I know these are people who I can truly count on. I want to be around people who I can count on,
Yeah.
even if I'm not around them. Even if I'm not around them.
And see, I can call a friend out like that, Nina Carroll. We have been friends literally since we were 3 years old. And we just know each other. Like she knows if I'm not posting in a while. Well, I don't really post on Facebook a lot anyway, except for the camera, Candid Connection stuff. But like if I'm not posting on TikTok or if I just don't show up for certain things, she's calling. Like she knows something's wrong. And it could be that I didn't say nothing. She just knows. Or same thing with her. If she's moving different, I just know. So we reach out and we don't talk every day. We don't even talk every week, but we just know each other. And I can say that is my friend.
Is that your best friend?
So if you saw her, I'm just
Bro,
playing.
well, that's where I wanted to go with it.
No, I
I'm just
wouldn't.
playing.
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Because I know so
See
much about
here.
her. Now, there's other things that I would absolutely say to her, but I know so much about her that no, if I seen like her man out with another woman, that's hard for me.
And
I guess it's just hard for me to do that. It's just she knows my personality. It's hard for me to just
and we do too. We know you a tough egg to break. We know, our viewers probably don't know, but we know you a different breed. If you watch some of our conversations and some of the answers that you answer, they know you're a different breed.
Just go to last week's episode.
Right.
yeah, it's totally not about you. It's about
me.
me. I don't want to be in your relationship, and it's a me thing. Go ahead, Gaynell.
Huh?
Was you saying
I
something?
said I put the link in the chat if somebody want to come up.
Has it said anything in the chat?
Being nosy on YouTube here.
But I think we mesh well together.
Definitely.
I do
always
too.
been my sisters. Even with Billy knowing the May 4th date, we've known that date, the birthday, since high school, and I've always tried to be the first one every year since high school to wish you guys a happy birthday.
May 3rd.
Until you start
yeah. He got this thing where he'll text me happy birthday, Gaynell. And then he'll text Gaynell happy birthday, Janelle.
Yeah, I had to get on him 1 year because he didn't text. I'm like, what's up? What's going on?
That's because Facebook, happened.
But you know what? I also think a good friend is somebody who remembers things like that. Because y'all know he just joking. I'm just assuming he just joking. But a good friend just remembers things like that. I'll call out somebody else, Salone. Salone will always, every Mother's Day, Salone is always Happy Mother's Day, Merry Christmas. Like it never falls. He's gonna give you that text. And it's one of those things where it makes you smile, like, you remember me. So, and when the Jayhawks are doing good. Oh, what they saying?
No, that was somebody putting in the.
I was just checking us on YouTube.
Oh, so we're friends.
Happy friends anniversary.
How many do you have there?
And it's
You
funny
guys
because out of our class, like the core people be us. Like we don't always the one who show up to the reunions. We always the one who participate in stuff. Like even my mama know y'all. Like she burnt.
Y'all seen the movie
my mama.
Right.
with Will Ferrell and the other dude? Y'all seen that movie with Step Brothers? Like they're like adults. So I always think about my friends, my homeboys in Kansas City, that part when they like, we're here to fuck shit up. You know what I'm saying? They walking
Whoa, YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if that nowhere.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a good thing though, that everybody knows everybody. Because like my husband's like, well, what did Carl say? I'm like, I don't know if that's like what we want to be like focusing on. But Carl said,
Carl gonna tell you like it is, because he knows. Carl gonna tell you like it is. And then when this camera off, Carl gonna really tell you like it is.
Yeah, it's a different Carl.
That's the real Carl.
Maybe we get raw with them when we do like a live in studio podcast situation, or whenever we do our.
that.
Well, and we need to start talking about, since we're here, as far as friends and relationships, who would tell what. I will say this, since I don't ever tell people about relationships, we are going to, we do want to do a speed dating thing so that we can get people to meet each other. And y'all can tell me I ain't gonna say nothing. So anybody that want to inbox me and say I would be interested in your speed dating, you can inbox me if you're interested in somebody. let me know. And I'll just low
You
key
heard it
hook it
here
up.
first.
I'll just low key hook it up.
Because Tiffany is the matchmaker.
I mean, that's what I do when I'm not podcasting. That's my superpower.
So I have a question.
What you got?
So with friendship, do you also draw boundaries?
You have to.
Yes.
All relationships, for sure.
Definitely.
You have to draw boundaries with everybody.
Janelle says she want to talk every day and no boundaries.
Well, not necessary. You got to have boundaries. You have to have boundaries. But I do. I talk to one of my best friends every day. It's just like I talk to my sister every day. It's like one of those things that even like we talk every day. We talk about nothing, but we talk every day. And it's like if we don't talk, it's just like it's odd. Be like, I ain't heard from you all day.
Yeah.
But then I got
So
another
even-
best friend that we don't talk every day. But when we do talk, it's just like we just picked up.
What y'all be talking about
Even
every
with the talk
day?
of every
Nothing.
day,
I just
right?
said we don't talk
Nothing.
about
Nothing.
nothing, but we just talk.
Man, what you doing? Nothing.
Yeah.
Talking about what we talked about yesterday.
At work, what you do? We ask each other the same thing over and over. It's just it's
Right on.
conversation.
Okay.
Danielle, I'm gonna change my answer about boundaries. I think yes, there should be boundaries, but a true friend should be able to kind of push those boundaries. They should be able to be able to tug at you and push those boundaries, not disrespectfully, but in a way that to say, hey, I'm your true friend. I can do this. I can get over a little bit.
And kind of bring out your comfort zone.
Yeah. And
I
again,
mean, in
not to
that
hurt,
aspect,
not to hurt, but just to push
But
those
to push you,
boundaries.
yeah.
Now, when you say push where? As far as your friendship
Like
goes.
for instance,
to motivate you,
so say
encourage
for,
you.
yeah, to encourage
how
you,
we
like
be
to
talking
push
to
you, like if
Carl.
you know
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I understand that.
behind the scene.
I understand that. But Carl brings the situation and says, well, what do y'all think? And then we but I ain't about to be calling saying, you know what, I was thinking when I was up last night, you should be doing X.
No,
See,
just
that's
like
my
And
thing
that's
too.
casual
When
how
you say,
conversation gets
You got-
started.
Yeah.
but when you say push boundaries, do you think there's ever a time where you're too into somebody else's relationship or too into somebody
Yeah.
else's whatever? Don't even got to be a relationship. You're too invested in their life as a friend. Or have you ever had somebody that was too invested in your life?
I don't think I
Haven't
had
had that
nobody
problem.
too invested, but I do feel like that where you can set a boundary because just because that person is like that, you're not like that. They should know your comfort zone and what you want to
Okay.
talk to them about.
Well, again, we just
I've
learned
never been the
about
person who's always like into someone's business as far as like dedicated to what they got going on. If you tell me, then that's you, but I'm not gonna pry into anything that you got going on just so I can know what's in your business, what you're doing.
Billy. I forgot the guy name who wrote the love languages, but I think need to be a patent on friend languages because you got to know your
Yeah.
friend language too.
Dr. Gary Chapman. We probably could do that. That might be something we could do with Candid Connections. 5 friend languages. Because it's the 5-5. Yeah, see how we did that?
Just put Tiffany in one of the categories. just name her. That's just a
Right,
different
just
type
Tiffany.
of level.
Yeah.
The Tiffany language.
I'm Tiffany type friend.
Yes. The friend that forgets 10 minutes after what you told her, she'd have moved on.
Information is safe and in a vault.
Right.
Gosh.
Now, listen, I can't remember to come back and tell you. I mean, ask you what I told you because you wouldn't know.
Exactly.
But you know, you can tell her and it ain't going nowhere.
Right. Okay, well, to sum this topic up, what are your final thoughts on friendship? Let's start with Gaynell.
My final thoughts are value the friendships that you have because friendships are sacred. Also, make sure you have friends that hold you accountable and y'all pour into each other and support each other.
Shout out to all my friends, best friends. You always got to have one person to pour into, at least one person. If something happens to me, that boy Zane know a little bit of everything. So holler at him. Shout out to all your friends you don't have to see every day to be a friend because you know that you're connected because you know who they are. You don't have to talk to them every day. That's true friendships. Shout out to Mark Robbins, Rondell, and all my other people's true friends. And this group and my crew Fab Five crew.
Tiffany?
Wait, I guess in the words of Dwayne The Rock Johnson, know your role and shut your mouth.
I'm just gonna say true friendship to me is loyalty and someone that's gonna have my back no matter what. I just want to say shout out to my best friend Latique. She's the one I can talk to every day that confides in and that knows me, no judgment. Shout out to Monica, who's been my best friend since ninth grade. That were true, like really true friendships. And shout out to y'all because we rock.
We shouting out. Let me shout out my friends right quick.
Text message like, I ain't hear my name on that
Right.
podcast the other day.
In my story, the reason why I went to East High School, because I knew one person who went there and I thought he was the funniest guy, and I went to church with him, Chelsea Brown.
Chelsea.
Shout out.
Okay, okay.
Well, I want to shout out, of course, y'all, my Fab Five group, my other Fab Five group, Sherry, Samika, Otisha,
Hold up,
and
you be
Alicia.
cheating out?
That
Right.
was first. That Fab Five group was first, and my friend Latoya and Monica.
There it is.
Well, okay. I
Billy,
guess I
you
need
up.
to shout y'all out. And I should
Okay,
shout y'all
Tiffany.
out. I should shout y'all out because y'all know me and love me anyway. And my bestie Nina, because
Right.
the same thing. She knows me and loves me despite.
All right, well, I'll wrap it up. You know, I always tease people about
I can't forget Sloan. Shout out to Sloan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he was gonna be
Sloan.
on the list. All my guys, we all got white boy names. So it's Billy, Carl, Mark, Zane, Howard, George, Sloan. So shout out to all the guys that don't look like what our names are. Much love, but definitely the Fab Five. So, I'll kind of wrap it up and say, one thing I can always say about this group is there's always positive energy. There's always truth being told. There's love that's selfless. We always can be reliable with one another. We can trust and not gossip about our own personal business. And we're not competitive. We all want to see each other succeed. And that's what makes the value of our friendship. I don't take it lightly, the word friendship. I mean, we've been friends for 30 some odd years, 35 years or more. And that's not the norm in today's society. We have a lot of microwave situations where somebody's here today and they're not tomorrow. And so you all have a definite special place in my heart because even while we may not talk all the time, I think about you guys all the time because y'all ain't normal and that ain't a bad thing.
Good stuff. Good stuff. It's our holiday episode. So to my friends, Fab Five, I know y'all want to go to that New Edition concert. I got y'all. We there. Merry Christmas.
Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Thank you. Yes, Merry Christmas. Lord, now Gay Nell, you done got Gay Nell a job. She got to figure out what I'm wearing.
I texted Janelle the other day about some Christmas shoes. She was like,
That's my true friend that knows me
I was like,
and
nope.
knows what I'm gonna wear and what I'm not gonna wear. I go off. I get mad because she make me spend money, but I buy it.
Yeah, she blamed me for everything. Every time she spend money, she blamed me.
Now, Billy, you were saying?
About those Christmas shoes I sent you. And I'm like, yo, what you think about these? Like, how many times you gonna wear them a year? I'm like, twice. But I think they went well with this shirt. I didn't get them, but I think they went well.
You put up you sent some Christmas shoes?
Yes. But I sent them just to Janelle.
I was like, see, there I
Billy,
go.
did
If
you-
you send something in a group, I ain't see it.
Yeah.
There I
I didn't want
go.
to stress y'all out with it.
Billy, did you have a final thought?
No, that was my final thought. My six my six that I described or ascribed to us as friends. That was my final.
Well, thank y'all for tuning in to Candid Connections. Make sure y'all follow us on our Facebook and Instagram page at Candid Connections. Also, if you have any questions, comments, and even want to be a part of our speed dating, please contact us at candidconnectionskc@gmail.com. Remember, you deserve the kind of love you give. Bye, y'all.
Y'all better hit that like and
Merry
subscribe button
Christmas.
right now.
Holidays. Happy
You gonna sing the
holidays.
Christmas song going out?